The Valkyrie transport, the bombship and the Armada advance toward the Tree of Spirits. The unified Na'vi force starts to show up from the sky and on the ground. Jake on his Torek, Suti, and different heroes participate fighting with the tactical airplane, fundamentally Scorpion attack ships. Losses mount on the two sides. The gunships have unrivaled capability, however are no counterpart for the Declans, who grasp them and crush them against one another. Jake, riding the Torek, is sought after and shotted by Colonel Quaritch's Dragonfly transport. Trudy shows up and starts shooting at the Colonel's order transport. Neytiri's Banshee is destroyed and killed. Norm's symbol is mortally injured and he bounces back to his human structure. Suti takes on the bombship and is killed in the endeavor. Trudy kicks the bucket when her boat is obliterated in a hail of gunfire from Quaritch's Dragonfly. Neytiri watches this activity starting from the earliest stage. Jake endeavors to contact Suti and is fruitless, just like his endeavor to arrive at Trudy. In the meantime, the bombship surrounds the Tree of Spirits. Jake tells Neytiri by means of communicator to separate from the battle. Out of nowhere, through what's left of the encompassing timberland, a unit of Titanothers, Pandora's vigorously protected dinosaur-like creatures, shows up and connects with the Earth powers. They immediately destroy the infantry and warriors in AMP suits. Excited that Eywa has heard Jake's supplication for help, Neytiri rejoins the battle with numerous other of Pandora's species behind her. When a Thanator shows up neighboring, it bows to her meekly. Jake and his Torek take to the sky to go up against the bombship as the Tactical's ground powers retreat in chaos. Drawing closer from a higher place, Jake projectiles the bombship. It crashes on fire and blasts well away from the Tree of Spirits. Jake likewise tosses explosives into weak pieces of the Order transport. It starts to torch and go. Colonel Quaritch gets into an AMP suit and hops liberated from the Order transport before it deteriorates in a bundle of blazes. He winds up at the impermanent camp set up by Effortlessness. In the camp, Jake is inside his symbol case. Quaritch, set on killing Jake, is presently gone after by a Thanator that Neytiri had fortified with and ridden to the site. With the guide of his AMP suit, the Colonel kills the Thanator and Neytiri is caught under it. Before the Colonel gets an opportunity to kill Neytiri, Jake shows up in his symbol. The two participate in battle, the Colonel in his AMP suit and Jake as his symbol, furnished exclusively with a piece of line. Jake crushes the suit's plastic covering, the Colonel pops it off, wears a breathing veil, and, before he moves off toward the designs that house the units, asks Jake how it feels to have sold out his race. "You believe you're one of them. Time to awaken," he insults, as he crushes into the portable lab, searching for Jake's unit, aim on annihilating it and human Jake. The fight resumes. Jake is gotten by an arm of the AMP suit and swings from his line before the Colonel. In the interim, Neytiri has nearly liberated herself. The Colonel currently draws Jake nearer to him and goes after his blade, aiming to complete Jake by cutting his throat. Out of nowhere, Neytiri shoots a bolt at the Colonel, spearing him through the focal point of his chest. The Colonel, faltering, can't proceed with his assault on Jake. Neytiri's subsequent bolt stops right close to the first. It gets the Colonel the AMP suit to the ground. Nonetheless, much harm has been finished to the lab, which is spilling in the planet's noxious air. Human Jake is conscious yet experiencing issues both breathing and attempting to get a cover on. Neytiri shows up and helps Jake on with his cover. According to supporting human Jake, I see you. It's whenever they first have seen each other eye to eye. Back at Damnation's entryway, the majority of the excess people are being walked into a van to be sent back to Earth. Be that as it may, a chosen handful Earth individuals, like Norm and Dr. Patel, are welcome to remain on Pandora. Jake closes down in his last videolog, where we discover that he has decided to move his cognizance to his symbol for good. In a service like Beauty's, Jake goes through the eye of Eywa, furthermore, awakens in his symbol with Neytiri looking after him. Subscribe our channel for more stories, share your comments below.